We're gonna start with some Echo Jigs. I think we're gonna brew some dragons today. I want to play some Shauna and some Aurelian Soul. How long have I been playing Runeterra? I played Runeterra off and on since like 6 or so months after it released. I started playing with the Bilgewater expansion a couple of years back. I am only planning to play this deck and some Dragons decks today, chat. Do I like Lurk decks? Nah, I think the Lurk decks are kind of mind-numbing. So, Runeterra is a little bit closer to a more traditional card game than Marvel Snap is, in that it's more similar to Magic the Gathering. Each player has a life total, and there are attackers and blockers. The energy system is similar to Hearthstone in that each player gets 1 energy each turn. Big difference from Hearthstone, however, each player takes actions on each turn. The big thing that differentiates my turn from their turn is who gets the chance to attack. So you can see here, my deck is we're attacking second or attacking on evens because they have the attack token here. This deck, every deck has some number of champions in it. You can play up to 6 champion cards in your deck. The most common decks tend to be 2 champion decks because you can have 3 copies of each card. This deck is essentially a turbo Echo deck. Echo gets to level up when I've used the predict mechanic 4 times. The predict mechanic was that window you saw a second ago where 3 cards popped up and I got to pick one of them to put on top of my deck. I can attack with a card the turn that I play it. However, if I choose to play this, my opponent gets a chance to play cards that could potentially block my existing things before I attack. So even though this could attack if I play it this turn, I'm going to start the turn by attacking because they don't have any blockers up. So this kind of guarantees gets 2 damage in. My opponent passed. I'm going to go ahead and play out the Bacchae here. There's a 2-1 that predicts again. I kind of am just looking for predict cards and Echo at this point. I think we'll take a time trick on top. Predicted twice. You see Echo pop up there because we've worked towards his level up requirement again here. Predicted for a second time. One of the things that's unique to Runeterra coming from other card games is that your energy carries over across turns up to 3. So you can see I had 1 unspent energy and my opponent had additional 2. So they have 6 resources total and I have 4. But this extra energy is called spell mana. It can only be used on non-units, non-champions, non-followers. Null Coward Parody, thank you for the prime. Appreciate the support. The visuals of this game are very well done, and you haven't even seen a champion level up yet. So this is an interesting point. My opponent has passed the turn, and if both players pass, the turn just ends. So I can play a card using 2 of my 4 energy, but if I play a card, my opponent gets a chance to play cards again. And because if I end the round now, my opponent has 3 unspent energy, while I'll only have 1 unspent energy, 2 more can carry over, it's tempo positive for me to let the round end here not playing a card, because my opponent has more unspent resources than I do. And there's a ton of these very little considerations like this in Runeterra that make the game incredibly deep in the back and forth. So the economy in Runeterra is you can buy any cards you want outright for a nominal fee. The most expensive card type is $3 a copy. Those are champions, but you can only have 6 champions in a deck. The other card types cost, I think it's 10 cents, 50 cents, and $1.25 USD is what they work out to. The average deck, if you don't want a free-to-play grind, costs about 20 USD to purchase outright. The free-to-play is also friendly, though. If you're someone that's a non-US currency, so US stuff is expensive for you, or you just don't have money to spend on a game, you can also free-to-play and acquire a reasonable deck fairly quickly. We're just looking for Echo here. There's Echo, and we've now predicted 4 times, so Echo's going to be leveled up when we play him out here eventually. And play Ancient Prep. I'll take a time trick, because one of the things that Echo does that's powerful is when he levels up, he creates these really strong cards called Chrono Breaks in my deck that let me attack again and revive anything that my opponent killed. So once I play the leveled Echo, I want to be able to find his Chrono Breaks as quickly as possible. To the person that said this game really is visually stunning, check out my level up.
Never had luck, never needed it. Easy to say.
Every champion has a level up animation in this game. And past every champion having a level up animation, they sell skins, cosmetics for these champions that fully change the animation for some of them. Yes, I would say Echo's animation for leveling up is a mid-tier animation. That's unfortunate. So Echo is dead. I thought I just did slow off. Did I not? There we go. I must have pressed the wrong button. How long do matches last? The matches are very variable in time. They could be as short as 10 minutes, but they can go up to a half hour or more on occasion. So it's definitely not the soundbite kind of game that Marvel Snap offers.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yes, all of the card artwork has a full art inside of the client as well, for basically every card. My opponent's deck looks to be a bit of a control deck. They are thoroughly murdering all of our stuff. I'll take a Chrono Break on top, but we really need to find another copy of Echo.
If they don't break, they'll burn. Make the Empire proud.
Now, I declare attackers and my opponent declares blockers. I don't really want to attack my 1/1s into their 2/1, or do I? Maybe I do, because if it goes to 2/1, I can trade next turn with it. Yeah, I lied. Let's ship it. They're just going down to 8 here.
Victory awaits! By my hand will Noxus rise.
So, when Swain strikes our Nexus, he deals 3 to all of our Dorkos and me. And he's fearsome. He has Overwhelm? Overwhelm is new, right? I don't remember that. Has his leveled up always had Overwhelm? Maybe it has. It's been a hot second. Swain got a buff. All right, I'm not crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but I'm also right.
We must tell our stories, lest they be forgotten.
Lest they be forgotten. Slow as sorcery. Yes, so there's 3 types of spell timings in this game. There's fast, slow, and burst. Slow can't be played while there's other things on the stack or during combat. Yeah, focus is a subset of burst.
Real good to see you.
This is actually a good example. So the eye here tells you how combat's going to work. If I block nothing, almost my entire board dies and I die, I go to -3. However, if I line up some blockers here,
These are my streets.
you can see I'm going to 5 and most of my board is dying. And then I can add an interactive card in here, Quicksand, to give this -4 attack. And now those 4 things are dying. Their Swain's going to 3, and I'm not taking anything. You can always mouse over this to kind of see how the game is playing out on the in-between.
The time is right. Strike
Them
now.
having a way to save Ash makes sense.
Duty. Empire.
We might be able to kill them here with double Chrono Break. Ah! That's so unfortunate.
Lead us to victory.
We might still be okay. They might eat our things that they frostbit there. In which case we get to Chrono Break them back. Playing around Chrono Break, smart. This doesn't revive anything, but it rallies, meaning I get to attack again here, and I get to force a trade now.
Who goes there?
Fit as one!
Let's not ruffle our feathers. Back to our perch.
They took the bait on my other one, not playing around the second Chrono Break. They played around the first Chrono Break so well. So now they have to trade these off or they die.
You lack discipline.
Our deck didn't really get to hum this game because we didn't draw Echo. Just unfortunate.
Destination in sight.
Oh, they have Leviathans. Are probably dead. It's not only a massive unit, but it deals a bunch to our decks this year.
Fire!
That was not the copy of Echo we needed for Christmas. Our deck's pretty consistent because we have all of the predict stuff, so it's all pretty bad beat that we didn't find our champion. Yeah, that was a close game despite being unfortunate. We do some deck building. Yeah, after I get to play a game or two, Bandit. Or to build some dragon decks this afternoon, I think. Start with some Shyvana and then maybe do some early in Soul as well. So, one of the things I like about this game is we get to see what deck our opponent is playing before we make our mulligan. So they're playing a Fizz Samaria deck, which is an aggressive deck. So I'm gonna keep Mystic Shot in my opener because being able to deal 2 to anything is very good against their deck. I'm gonna mulligan these other 2, looking for predict cards and Echo.
Let's get to work!
Only 2 champions per deck, so you could technically play up to 6 different champions, but you can only have 6 champions total in your deck. So usually, for the sake of consistency, people play 3 copies of each of 2 champions. Sometimes you'll see like a 3-2-1 split or a 2-2-2 split, but usually just 3 champions at most. So Fizz protects itself every time they play a spell, but they're out of energy right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to just Mystic Shot this out of the game. Just kill it while the kill it is good.
Remember, we're the ones who make progress happen.
Marble Snap card drops happen with the balance patch, or the patch, I should say. So they'll happen on the 18th next week.
Watch your backs! Let's go, people!
So every time these dorks strike, they give me a spell mana, which is pretty good. I believe, did Timo rotate? I forget if Timo rotated. I genuinely don't remember which cards are rotated and which aren't for the most part. There are so many of them. He did not. Timo's still around. Okay. I would love a copy of Echo. And this is my second predict. So this is predict 3, this is predict 4. We've got Echo set up to go. Yeah, slow mode was already off, Penguin. It's always good to toggle off for our non-primary.
If it ain't my favorite time-traveling genius, Punk Buddy.
Well, I'd be weirded out if I wasn't.
No, chat's always welcome to answer chat questions. Sometimes I miss things, so chat fielding questions as well is great. Especially when I'm playing a game like this where some people in chat have played more of it than I have recently. Chat fielding questions is great. Quicksand is so busted in this matchup.
Deja vu isn't what it used to be.
This disables the keywords on the thing it's targeting. I'm gonna go ahead and use this turn to start. Not that the predict is super useful, but this levels Echo.
Got a good feeling about tomorrow.
So there's no real their turn versus my turn in this game, so much as there's one person alternates who's
I
attacking.
do my own stunts.
So whose turn it is to attack rotates back and forth, but both players draw a card, gain an energy, and play every turn. They're Mystic Shotting my Echo. I think I'm gonna quicksand their Dorko to save my Echo. So let's live at 1. Why did that animation happen? When your champion levels up, it triggers the animation. Oh, I have quick attack. I didn't need to use my thing there. My opponent didn't know how quick attack worked, and neither did I. Quick attack means my thing gets to hit them
Right.
before theirs hits me. That's fine. We're far enough ahead that shouldn't matter. Famous last words, Monka. Maybe they just wanted to soak 5 there. It could just be that they wanted to soak 5 as well. And I'm just an idiot. It's quite possible that they understood what was going on and I'm just dumb.
We must tell our stories, lest they be forgotten.
Voice is really strong here. If we've leveled something up, all our things get bigger.
Wanna see a trick?
Stick 3 here. What's going on, Halfwit? Thanks for the 2 months of Prime. Appreciate it. Folks like you make it possible. So thanks for keeping me around. Why not block there? Oh, sorry. If I turn to you. These things have a keyword called elusive. That means they can only be blocked by other elusives. Yes, 6 is the unit limit on board here. You can see as we're filled. So for the former Magic the Gathering players, elusive is flying. I should probably look into the hover extension. I believe it still exists, but I didn't set it back up for the sessions we did this week. If we end up doing more next week, I'll set the hover extension up. The bot does have cards in chat, I believe, though. Yeah, the bot. You can exclamation point card name to see card name still.
Outside.
Combat resolves left to right, meaning I always want to put Voice of the Risen on the very right of my attack, because if she dies in combat, the rest of these will lose the bonus. So I want to make sure they get to hit with their bonus before she goes away if she's getting blocked. Small thing, but it could really matter. The combat in Runeterra can often get into a lot of different permutations of things to think about, simply by virtue of the fact that, you know, every different order of these 6 things could matter in some situations. There's other more straightforward things like here, the only real consideration is I want to make sure she's on the right. They dead? In fact, they're chumping this makes me think they might be dead. This is surprising to me. I feel like they should have blocked this. Oh, I guess they get to block both damage sources now. That's fine. No, wait, that's still wrong, yeah? They should have blocked this and then shot this. Yeah, they definitely messed that up. It is Crashing Bananas, the free-to-play friendly game.
Commence operations! We cover Moonstone!
I'm gonna take another time trick here because I would like the ability to find a copy. Actually, I'm gonna take the clock lighting. I just want to predict to get here and draw another card, because if we find a chrono break, we win the game. Mystic Shot will also do it. 2 to anything.
I'm here!
Their face isn't anything.
Double time!
Oh, I have Mystic Shot in my hand already. It's fine, Jay. I just wanted to draw some cards.
All right. Where's the after party?
Just needed to draw some cards. Listen, chat, they were very dead. They could have retreated whenever they wanted, okay? If I want to draw cards, we'll draw cards. Should have snapped, yep. Mood. You gotta draw cards first, put on the tilt factor. Make them think you got lucky. Hello? Runeterra? Freddo. Yes, Runeterra already had a rotation watch 12. That's part of the reason I poked back in. Alright, there we go. What are they playing? They're playing Karma Set. I don't know what a set is. First time I drop below 1 health while attacking, give me barrier instead. You spent 40 mana. While I'm attacking, I can't take damage or die. Each round, create a showstopper in hand once you've spent 12 mana. Obliterate an enemy, deal 1 to good god. This card seems pretty good. Alright, so they're obviously a control deck. We're gonna keep these cheap predict cards. Looking for Echo ASAP. Open on the Baki. There's an Echo. Okay, so Echo's on top for next turn. We have 2 more predicts. Set is the new Lee Sin. Yeah, but he doesn't fully combo kill you, right? They have to do some other stuff, it looks like.
Heads up.
Yeah, if you want to help me play around stuff in the opponent's deck, that's appreciated.
Man, I'm good.
10 out of 10 would not complain. Set does not count. Yeah, it's like it reads like a control tool. Or like a mid-ranger control card. Flow. I cost 1 less. What the fuck is flow? A card activates its flow on round start if you played 2+ spells or skills next turn. Okay, so it gets cheaper. Got it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think being difficult to kill inside of combat is fine. The thing that always frustrated me about Lee Sin was the fact that he combo kills you. Augmented Clockling seems like one of our better cards in a matchup like this. Chat, do they have ways that they could kill a 3-power Echo? They play Aftershock. Okay. That's a slow card, though. Oh, does Aftershock cost 3 now? That was 4 last time I played. Is it really 3? Is the bot right? I was going to say we could play this and then open attacks next turn. It doesn't have players anymore. Okay. I think I'm supposed to risk it for the biscuit and put
Never
Echo
had
into play
luck,
here.
Never needed it.
Easy to say with that Z drive of yours.
The snap dying. All games are always dying at all points in time. I have literally never played a video game in my life that wasn't dying. They're all dead all of the time.
You know,
Every day we die a little more.
Future is whatever I make it.
The less sarcastic answer is that the Marvel Snap metagame really needs a bigger balance patch, and that's supposed to be coming on Tuesday. But rather than slog through a format that I'm not super fond of this week, I'm playing a few hours of Snap each day and a couple hours of a different game. That sparks my interest. So we've done a couple days of Runeterra and a couple days of Pokemon Unite this week. They've been fun.
Ionia speaks through me.
All right, Chrono Break,
I'll give
obviously
it back
best
to
draw in our deck. No OTA changes today. Those start after the patch next week, was the communication.
Technique is for lightweights.
We must tell our stories, lest they be forgotten.
And I'll play voice here, and then we'll Chrono
No
Break
holds
after they
barred.
challenge by
I saw you
Echo.
looking at me.
time trick out of this. I'm gonna skip. None of these are great. We can take a random. That is a heck of a random. So then we Chrono Break here, which not only brings Echo back, but it also... We could get denied or negated here. The counter a cheap thing. I don't know if their deck plays that. This is definitely the line. This gives us our Echo back, and it gives us the attack token to get to smash this turn.
I turn it like so. Raise our voices!
Let's throw down.
Do I kill Karma or do I kill... Or do I kill this? Do I kill Set? I think Karma's more important. If I'm killing Karma anyways, what do we think about scrying Sansing this and then killing Karma next turn to keep my voice alive? Loses to deny. Yeah, I think the Mystic Shock getting denied is better for me than... I think Mystic Shock getting denied is better for me than a Chrono Break getting denied later. What's the punish for playing Echo before attacks? Because it's a pretty big upside to play Echo before attacks. They can aftershock him, but then we're just right back where we were before, and that's fine. Most interactions fast anyways. Okay.
Never had luck, never needed it.
Okay, and our last copy of Echo, we're gonna need to be a little bit more conservative with. We're only really gonna want to play it out if we have the Chrono Break to protect it. They could have another copy of their champions here, is why they're trading off. Renegation seems huge. The eye shows me how the current board state is going to play out if I click resolve. So it kind of like does the math quickly for me.
I'm the boss. That's all there is to it.
They're at 8.
You, me, in the ring.
And again, I don't want to play this Echo out until I have a Chrono Break teed up. I think I take Voice here. Voice with the Elusive is really solid.
To speak and be heard. That is true power.
They're 2 turns off of leveling a Karma. And your opponent see the cards you pick. They do not, no. I think we're gonna Mystic Shot their Elusive before we go to our turn. Because without that, they can't currently block this. This might be wrong because there's a good chance they have mystic shots of their own to kill mine. So maybe I should just be saving my mystic shots to go to their face. I think I just have to jam because they're going up to 10 next turn. This game's slipping away from us here. We found our echoes this game, but we didn't find our chrono breaks.
Give it up for the reigning champ! Ha! Hit him with the old one, too.
Oh, I need a chrono break, chat. 23 cards a deck.
Peace begins.
I assume
within.
leveled karma means we die.
Where there is life, there is hope.
Rate of negation might let us slip through one here. We'll see. Wait, what? Refill 5 mana? How does that work? Coin stack. Oh, so they all go into... That's an interesting design choice. All right, I think I'm off it. I think after that one and losing half our viewer count, I'm gonna go ahead and call it an afternoon. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Snap, and then we're gonna have a sponsored segment at the end of tomorrow. Peace.